tell me what brings you into the office.
Lately, I've been experiencing some pain in my middle lower back, around here, a little bit down here. And it started out just every once in a while, but now it's pretty constant and it's even starting to wake me up in the middle of the night.
How long has that been going on?
About 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
It's been getting worse.
Getting worse, okay. Now, does that travel up at all or come up that way, or does it travel down at all?
It mostly goes outward, right below where my shoulder blade is, but then as you put your hand up, I felt it a little bit up there too.
You see all these little yellow things coming out through here? These are the nerves. Now the nerves are getting signals from your brain, which is what controls everything in the body, and it sends messages through the spinal cord and out to the nerves through all the different parts of the body. The reason we look so closely at the spine is the spine needs to be able to move forward, backwards, and side to side. However, if one of the bones of the vertebra just gets stuck and is out of place, that can start to put pressure on the nerves, allowing the body not to function. So we'll be checking your entire spine today to see if there's any areas of neurological disturbance. When the spine doesn't move properly, your brain perceives that as a physical stress, and it puts your body in a constant state of fight or flight or stress response. We do 3 different computerized tests that measure how the brain is communicating with the body, and it's going to show us areas of the body where there's some neurological stress. Now, this test is measuring your stress level, so if you have anything you have to do later today that stresses you out, don't think about it during the test, and just think calm, happy thoughts. When we look at this, we want all the bars to be white. But if we start to see green, blue, or red, that's an area of nerve disturbance that we don't want to see. So you can see there's actually a big reading up here in the upper cervical. In that top area, that can affect blood flow circulation up to the head and can lead to things like dizziness, headaches, migraines, things like that. This test here, this is an EMG. It's measuring the energy, tension, and tone in your muscles and nerves. When we look at this test again, we want everything to be white, but we also want it to look like a vase or a bell pattern like that and like that. If it comes outside of that, that shows me where things are working too much and where we're seeing a lot of disturbance, as well as the different colors again is where we're having some problems and issues happening. This shows the tension in the muscles on the left side versus right side of your body, and the percentages that you see here show how much more pull is on the right versus the left. So we can see you have a lot of pull happening here, and then your whole body is pulling more on that left side, and then it pulls back a little bit there on the right. You know how you were talking about that pain going back through here? Now, a lot of times we see that muscle pulling on the opposite side because your body's trying to correct itself. It's trying to take the pressure off the nerve, but the joint's stuck and can't move. And so we're just seeing an imbalance on how the muscles and the nerves are working. Now, this one through here, this one tells us how hard or how efficient your body's being. Because that number says 163 and it's supposed to be 100, that means here that your body is working 63% too hard, or we have 63% more just energy your body's expending through the day. So we want to make your body more efficient. This one here is your heart rate variability. This is how your body's adapting and handling stress. This side over here is the fight or flight part of your nervous system, so like if you're running from a tiger. The other side over here is a parasympathetic rest calm mode. That's where we want to be on a day-to-day basis. The good thing is you're kind of right on the line. When we look at this axis over here, it's starting to drop down a little bit, just showing me that your body's a little more fatigued. This shows me neurologically what's going on with your body, and the x-rays show me structurally what's happening. Now we combine the two so we can take care of fixing everything and getting you feeling and functioning your best. You can see on some of these measurements that we have, there is a little bit of a lean or a tilt above your spine going off to the left here. So that's the left side of your body and that's the right side of the body, but we can see things are going off a little bit there to the left, where you're having that pain in that back right through here. You can see how your spine goes off to the left a little bit. And so those nerves are getting pinched and squeezed in through there. So it's really important we want to work on bringing that back that way to get that pressure off. Your low back looks really good. It looks fantastic. So when we look here, we want to see nice big spaces for the disc. The disc looks all pretty good. But when we look up here in the neck, we should have a backward C-shaped curve. So we want to work on putting that curve back into the neck. And you see the little yellow lines in the back. As you go forward, they should all splay open. But when they go forward and you see the areas where they don't move apart, the joints are stuck and not moving. You have pretty good motion going backwards, but just not forward. So we want to work on getting that pressure off of the nerve here, but we also want to work on putting that curve back into the neck there as well. I'm going to use use this instrument. We're going to run it along your back. It's going to show me where there's temperature differences and where there's some irritation on the nerves.